Hey, what's going on, guys? William Barry here, coming at you live from the power of my anus. No, I'm joking. So, disclaimer: I hate Eminem. Okay, that's not accurate. I used to love Eminem until he tried to come out of retirement. After I think it was called what, the Eminem Show, or what? No, Curtain Call. After Curtain Call, I listened to a lot of Eminem up to that point. I thought he was the voice of a generation, saying fuck the system, fuck anyone who tells me what I can and cannot say, fuck it all. His songs, I don't give a fuck, still don't give a fuck. Superman, Haley's song, dude, and then obviously his mainline ones that everyone loves were all bangers. I have a long history with Eminem. When he came out of retirement, I thought that album, what was it called, Relapse? That shit was dog shit. It had like 3 good songs, but it was all just emotional shit. And I know he was dealing with like someone committing suicide or dying or something. I can't remember what it was, dude. But like 4 songs about one topic. I'm bored, dude. And then on top of that, he just got into like the fast rap, got all political, like with his like, I didn't fuck with any of it, dude. So I wrote off Eminem as dog shit. Now, I know that he's a very talented rapper, and he can go very fast. He can do doubles. He can do triples. He can spit some fucking venom. But I think that what made Eminem what it was lost. Now he's a rich millionaire complaining about problems I don't give a fuck about. I'm sorry that you're depressed. I'm sorry you're addicted to pills. I'm sorry you could have everything you want, but you're some rich asshole whose things don't affect me. I don't care. I don't give a fuck about the opinions of rich people, especially some of the richest people in the game. I don't give a fuck what you have to prove. I'm not here for talent's sake. I want an emotional story and something that resonates to my core. And you flexing about how talented you are isn't it for me. I'm not a fan that gives a fuck about someone's ego. All that to be said, someone donated on my channel. They never made a request, but I do talk shit about Eminem constantly on my streams. He's my go-to to insult music. I cannot stand people that should have retired. The way I feel about Eminem is the same way I feel about Quentin Tarantino. Motherfucker should have quit making movies like 10 years ago. He was done. He needs to stop. His movies suck now. I can't get through one without being like, my God, dude, he keeps getting worse with every one. I can't, like, dude, you said you were never going to be one of those directors that just kept making shit for the sake of making shit. And that's all you do now. Anyway, so they donated, my buddy Ricardo donated $100 to the stream on Buy Me a Coffee. We did have a light spell here on YouTube about a particular thing. A lot of my views kind of came to a halt. He donated $100, didn't even make a single request. So the next day on stream, I told him, bro, what's your favorite Eminem song? Let me dive into whatever. Because he tells me I'm wrong all the time about Eminem. I said, all right, let's see where it's at. I will react to an Eminem song. Realistically, I'm not going to be able to monetize this video. This video will probably get nothing. But I don't mind because someone already donated $100 to the YouTube channel, so we're just going to stick it out through it and do it anyway. I don't plan on doing a lot of Eminem, and I'm pretty sure this isn't going to change my opinion, but I'm here, I'm willing, and let's listen to it to see where Eminem is at. Apparently this song is from the Revival album. I might sit here and eat a lot of crow, and if I'm wrong, I'll admit it. If this motherfucker can make me feel something, then I would be surprised. I already know he's a good rapper. I already know he's got an immaculate flow. I don't give a fuck about those things. I want to know if he can give me some feeling. I don't give a fuck about your talent. Talent wears off on me when there's nothing there behind it. You're no different than an AI program. Yeah, you could rap fast, but what the fuck's behind it? For me, with Eminem, nothing. Let's go. Also, MGK. Fuck all of y'all.
Yo, shout to everybody who's been on this trip with me. You don't have to agree, but if you feel like me, someone get this area in a sheet. Time to bury him, so tell him to prepare to get impeached. Everybody on your feet. This is where terrorism and heroism meet. Square off in the street. This chump barely even sleeps.
We're terror. I mean, he's not wrong. All governments, all change is always done through the inaction of terrorism. But there's a different degree of terrorism that we should ought to allow. So, like, Nelson Mandela did do terrorist acts. They were, by and large, mostly nonviolent. But some base form of violence is a necessity in order to orchestrate change. So terrorism and change go hand in hand. Now, it depends on what type of terrorism we're talking about. If your terrorism includes raping, killing, and destroying individuals that have no fucking, like they're not resisting you from doing what you're doing, that's not a terrorism that we should defend no matter what. If you're going after innocent people and civilians that are not part of the status quo or the establishment that you're trying to tear down, and your defense is, well, they're a part of the establishment because they vote for the establishment, if that's the type of terrorism you're doing, you're just a monster. The idea behind change is that you want to make a better life for the people around you. But yes, governments often label things as terrorism that are trying to fight for change. Just look at modern day America today. Calling to call the Democrats terrorists. It's the same thing they did in 2001. They would call you a terrorist sympathizer if you were against the war in Iraq. Why is that? What's that language? It's doing a lot of moral loading there, isn't it? Calling you a terrorist sympathizer is saying that you are literally on the side of people that are running planes into the buildings in America. It comes with a lot of moral baggage. And there's a reason why we paint things in such a terrible light with the word terrorist when we disagree with them. There's a reason why Trump calls Antifa terrorist. There's a reason why Trump calls the Unfuck America tour terrorism. There's a reason why Trump called the No King's Day terrorism. It's not. They're just called resistance. We use hostile words to prove points all the time. But anyway, so I mean, he's right. You know what I mean? My disdain for this man does not change the fact that he's spitting a bar right here.
This is where terrorism and heroism meet and square off in the street. This chump barely even sleeps. All he does is watch Fox News like a parrot and repeats while he looks like a canary with a...
Okay, this is probably against Trump. Okay, I'm for that. Fuck Trump.
Barely even sleeps. All he does is watch Fox News like a parrot and repeats while he looks like a canary with a beak. Why you think he banned transgenders from the military with a tweet?
Yeah, that's about Trump. Yeah. Cool, man. Look, I'm going to probably agree with a lot of what M's got to say here. Doesn't mean I'm going to like M. You got to give me a point that I haven't heard before, boy. Son.
He's trying to divide us. This shit's like a cult, but like Johnny, he'll only unite us because nothing inside us drives us like this fight.
How wrong you were there, bro. He didn't unite shit. We're more divided now than ever. Motherfucker got back into office and he won on memes. The big problem is that libertarians got caught up, man. Libertarians got caught up in Trump's bullshit. And it's probably ruined the entire movement of the libertarian side. Especially because now some people are running defense for someone who is known as a pedophile. I'm sorry. Megyn Kelly would like me to address you correctly. An ephebophile. Not underage, but, you know, underage enough to where it should be slightly less uncomfortable, I guess. No, this is bullshit, okay? Libertarians got caught out. It's a bummer because, like, I kind of agree with a lot of libertarian principles. I do like the non-aggression principle. Like, if you're going to leave me the fuck alone, you can leave me the fuck alone, dude. Let me do my own thing. If I want to smoke weed in my room, in my boxers, while jacking off the femboy porn, nothing should be able to stop me from doing that. Other than the need to, like, you know, get a job and do things to my society. But if I want to be a subhuman piece of shit, I should have that right. But now Donald Trump is going against the Constitution that libertarians usually universally jack off to. And they're like, fuck, bro. Double down.
Because similar to when two cars collide, cause our spirits crush in the spot's a tight one. But here the jaws of life come to pull us from the wreckage. That's what we get pride from when we can't from our stars and stripes. Cause this type of pickle that we're in's hard to deal. But there's always tomorrow still if we start from scratch like a scab, get the scars to heal and band together for Charlottesville and for Heather. Fallen heroes fill his wall with murals. Enough bad to get up, hit the damn resetter. Let's start from zero. This is our renewal.
Why the fuck would we band together for the This is cringe, dude. No matter if I agree with the protesters' right to be at Charlottesville or not, which I do agree with their right to be there. I mean, I said that incorrectly. Whether I agree with the outcome of what happened there or not, I agree with their right to be there. If you want to gather together and say morally reprehensible shit, I believe in freedom of speech. Okay? I don't think it's okay to punch Nazis. I want to just come out and say that. I'm not going to be that guy. I believe in individual autonomy. If you want to walk around, and this is coming from someone who is Jewish, okay? If you want to walk around with a Nazi armband and saying Zeke Hail all day, whatever, dude. You could do whatever the fuck you want. Now, I think our society should look down on you. Maybe some business owners shouldn't let you come into their establishment. I mean, if that's what they want to do, they can do that. It's their business. But I don't think we should go assault that guy for saying his opinion. I think that we should meet this guy in the battlefield, in the domain of ideas, and argue with him and show him where he's wrong, how he's wrong, what's going wrong with his view and sentiment. You know, I think violence is an eventuality if, you know, they get violent first. But violence should always be done as a response for self-defense. It should never be a first action unless there's like an extraneous circumstance, much like Sam Harris would outline in his book about potentially nuking the Middle East. Feel free to go look it up. The Young Turks talked about it for fucking 3 years.
Spray tan, get rid of, get a brand new better America, and here's to where it
This sounds awful, dude. It sounds like way too much noise. Who mixed this? It sounds like a wall of noise, and her lyrics are way too quiet. What the fuck? I'm standing by my original position. Eminem is a has-been fuck. That sounds so corny. What the fuck? Sorry.
There's no place like home.
Didn't want to piss your face off, did you? Can't denounce the clan because they play golf with you. You stay on Twitter, way to get your hate.
Shut the fuck up, Eminem. You sucked the left's dick and went out and said, if you're a Trump supporter, don't be my fan anymore. You supported your base while they marched us into insanity. What do you mean? The media lied about the Kavanaugh kids. The media lied about Rittenhouse. They lied about COVID. They pandered to the base harder than anybody. But yes, Donald Trump did placate to his base. But why would he? What kind of criticism is this? You do the same thing. Now that could come from me, but not you. You came out and told half your fans to fuck off. What? Nah, dude. I stand by it. Eminem's dog shit. What a has-been.
Wanna piss your face off, did you? Can't denounce the clan because they play golf with you. You stay on Twitter, way to get your hate off, Nazi. I do not see a way y'all differ. And all you got are race cards big at the swastika with your name carved in it should be your trademark. Cause hate's all you played off, and you just lick the plate off. So I guess it pays to feed off the chaos. So basically you ate off Hitler. But you ain't ruining our country.
He is ruining the country. Yo, M got everything wrong. Oh my God, okay.
So I guess it pays to feed off the chaos. So basically you ate off Hitler.
You built a career. You built an entire career on building off the chaos. You came out and talked shit about Christina Aguilera and Britney Spears. You still throw insults to Nick, whatever his fucking name is, from Nickelodeon, because he's dating Mariah Carey or whatever. Your whole career is chaos. How are you going to sit here and criticize Donald Trump? You started a war with the FCC. What is happening? Holy fuck. How do people listen to this retard? None of this is good. His raps aren't good. He's not even making valid points. He's being a hypocrite. All right, dude. Okay.
Played off, and you just licked the plate off, so I guess it pays to feed off the chaos. So basically you ate off Hitler. but you ain't ruining our country.
What a terrible bar! What the fuck? This dude is so
Or
overrated.
taking our pride from us, you won't define us. Cause like a dictionary, things are looking up so much. Got a sprained neck, no, we will rise up against this train.
Except then we did have a big change in our country, and we voted in Joe Biden. And then instead of standing by Joe Biden, people like this dipshit and this retard complained about Joe Biden not doing enough, despite the fact that he passed more legislation that was bipartisan across the board that helped end so many issues around our country. And the fact that our inflation did skyrocket, but it was also some of the lowest comparatively to any G7 country with the fastest economic recovery ever. But people like you didn't defend Biden when that time came. No one did. They just said he was a shitty president that was senile. So we got the change. We had the most progressive president we had in 70 years, and the progressives did nothing but bitch and complain, and then didn't vote for Kamala Harris over Palestine. Shut the fuck up, dude. All of your guys' points are dog shit now. I don't give a fuck about the opinions of half the people on this goddamn people like within the left, because they're all just liars. We give you exactly what you want, and you know what you do? You bitch and complain. And then say we didn't give you anything and we haven't made any changes. Bro, Biden did so much. Infrastructure bill that now Trump gets to take credit for, massive. The CHIPS Act, massive. He almost passed bipartisan legislation to help give more funding to our border along with more judges until Trump came out and said, don't pass that bill. I need an issue to run on. He also sections portions of our oceans to be protected land so that we couldn't do offshore drilling on like coral reefs. He was the most progressive president who stood for trans rights than any other president. And the fuckers turned around and said he didn't do anything during his presidency. Sorry, dude, he wasn't talking about it on Twitter nonstop because he was quiet. He was working. Oh my.
And take a stand, even if it means sitting when they raise the flag to sing the Star Spangled Banner. This man just praised the statue of General Lee because he generally hates the black people. The great
Donald Trump wasn't praising General Lee because General Lee was a good person. He was praising General Lee because he has a shared history with us. He's a part of American history, and tearing it down because it's offensive is retarded. We should not change our fucking history to make people feel comfortable. We need to accept the things that have happened in our past, the good and the bad.
Hispanics, take it back to the shady national convention. Wish I would have spit on it before I went to shake his hand at the event, or maybe had the wherewithal to know that he was gonna try to tear apart a sacred land we cherish and stand for. So hands in the air, let's tear it from the start of a brand new America. Without him, and be proud of where we're from. And here's
This is mixed terribly. There has to be something wrong with my headphones. There's no way Eminem released this. Eminem usually has some of the best producers working on his shit, dude. Why does this sound like ass?
where it all
began, all began.
Stand up.
Here's to the land that made me who I am,
Hands up.
Here's to the land that raised me. This one for the only place that really know me. For the cracks in the road that drove me. There's no place like home. I won't give up. I won't give up on my
What are these sound effects? This sounds awful, man.
home that so many died for. You already know that I won't give up. I won't give up on my home that so many died for. You already know there's no place like home. No place like home where
All right, dude. The left needs to not make patriotic music, dude. It sounds awful, bro. What the fuck is that?
ever I go. No place like home. No place like
I even hate Eminem's voice. No place like home. Like, what the fuck? Bro, why do you sound like a 14-year-old boy still, dude? You're in your fucking 50s, dude. You didn't fucking get any deeper as you, like, aged? You sound like you're 10 still. What the fuck?
home. No place like home wherever I go.
Where's the aggression this motherfucker used to have, bro? Money made this motherfucker soft, bro.
Yeah. Here's
That was terrible. That might be the worst Eminem song I've ever heard in my life. Who produced this? There's no way. From 2017. It was produced by Eminem? That was Alicia Keys? How? How? That was so bad. I love Alicia Keys, bro. That was Alicia Keys? You couldn't even tell. There was no personality to it, dude. It just sounded auto-tuned to fuck. What happened, dude? If this is Eminem's, I can see why this video never got a video, okay? This song never got a... Holy fuck, dude. Oh, my God. These are our soldiers, dude. These are the people fighting for us, dude. No wonder we lost 2024. Holy fuck, man. I'm sorry, Ricardo. I'm sorry. There's no way you think this is a good song. There's no way. This is terrible. There's no way you think this holds up to fucking I Don't Give a Fuck or Till I Collapse. There's no fucking way, man. He's madder about the FCC telling him what to do than what Trump is doing. The sappy, like, I love my shit is not Eminem's wheelhouse, bro, at all. Give me the angst. Give me the anger. You could have wrote a fire track talking shit about Donald Trump, and instead you placated like a fucking bitch. What a... Oh, my God. Dude, I'm going to go kill myself. This is terrible. Holy shit.
I used to wake up like the world was mine. Now it's just morning again. Used to talk like dreams could bend the sky. Now I just grow till it ends.